Yo, what is going on, guys? Your boy Fun Size, and I don't know exactly when the additional stages for this red zone came out, but here we are. We're doing the stages now. So this is stage 4 of the Dragon Ball Red Zone that came out with Kid Goku. So here we go, boys. I don't know how this is gonna go. I don't know how difficult this is gonna be, but here we go. Without further ado, let's jump in, boys. All right, boys, here we are in the event. Okay, so I mean, again, I don't know how difficult this is gonna be, because usually this is when in the red zones they get a little bit more difficult. But we're gonna keep Beast Gohan in slot 1, right? Then we're gonna keep Gogeta on rotation, right? Because also, ooh, I don't like this. I don't like the next rotation we're about to get. We're about to get Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta as well as both Gokus, right? Which is not exactly what I want, but we'll be okay simply because we have Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and he can kind of just sit slot 1 at least his first turn, right? Like we're fine. We're not looking for any trouble, you know. We're just trying to do our thing and get this done. Okay. So that being said, we do have to rotate off of Vegito and probably just keep Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta in slot 1, okay? So we'll see how it goes. At the rate that we're going right now, we're going to be on the next phase by the time we actually get to next turn, which the enemy's going to be hitting harder, which is making things more difficult. Awesome. Awesome. Love to see it. Love to see it. Now, honestly, between me and you, right? Between me and you, if I'm being fair, I feel like as far as like who's better between the 7th anniversary units and the 10th anniversary units, obviously the 7th anniversary is very strong. However, I feel like the 10th anniversary units have longer legs, and I want to go well, hold on, let's see how much they're hitting for, right? I was gonna go slot 1, but I want them to get their super, right? That's kind of why I did this. Like I thought about it and I was like, I need to do this. I need to do this. Just looking at the key situation, right? And we didn't take a whole lot of damage. Okay, cool. Also, the enemy thankfully didn't super immediately, because if he did, that might have been a problem. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I'll tell you this, right? I'll tell you this. If I'm being honest, like the legs on the 10th year anniversary characters, I feel like it's just longer, right? They just have longer legs. Their attack power, their defensive capabilities are just better, right? But the thing is I feel like defensively and even offensively, well, even just mainly defensively, right? Before the characters transform, like obviously Gogeta and the gods have got one up on the 10th year anniversary characters simply because like right away they're able to go slot 1 their first turn, right? They can't do that. The 10th anniversary cards can't do that. They can't do that at all, okay? However, the thing about it is that after that, when they do get to swap out for Vegeta or Goku or whatever, like when they get to swap out, that's when the card changes, obviously, and you can start stacking more defensively and whatever. And they're slow to roll in the beginning, but then very shortly after, like swapping out or exchanging to start stacking defense, they start stacking like crazy, really fast, right? And the gods and Super Saiyan 4 Goku, they stack fast as well, but their only like thing that they have is that they have guard. That's it. But these other characters also have damage reduction on top of it. So it's like, okay, you know. Now, as far as the transformations are concerned, I mean, that's when we kind of, it's really up to, you know, dealer's choice here. Like, it's your preference at that point. Because Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta once he's fully stacked up and all that, like he's dumb. Like he's one of the strongest characters in the game. Like that's not even an exaggeration. Like he is that guy. He's dumping out like 35, 40 million attack stats. You know, when he's fully stacked up and you've stacked up every turn, you've got good RNG every turn, which is also another factor, by the way. It is a bit RNG based as to how good he actually is when he comes out. But like even that, his first turn, he's literally unkillable. Like he's crazy, dude.
やっぱそうだった。カカロット。
You know, like he's super duper ridiculous. So it's really hard to say who's better, right? Because Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, unkillable, right? Unkillable slot 1 his first turn when he comes out. He's doing a lot of damage, and it's like that is invaluable. Like that is so strong. It's priceless almost. And then he has a 70% chance to just say, nah, you're not gonna hurt me with the super. Like that's ridiculous. That is so stupid. And Gohan might be cooked here because we only got 2 orbs. Awesome. We need 3 for 50% damage reduction. This could be literally the end of the run. So I guess we'll see, right? We'll see. But then again, Vegito and Gogeta, Gogeta, they're no slouch either though. You know, like when they transform, there's a reason why Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta can be out forever after he transforms versus, you know, 2 turns. You know, like Gogeta and Vegito, the 10th year anniversary version, like they literally can only be out for 2 turns for a reason. Like they're that stupid, like they're that strong that they can do that much damage and whatever. Like that's why, like that's literally a cap on purpose. So if you're going off of just that alone and their capability to stack and just do retarded stuff the whole time, the 10th year anniversary's got it, right? But I mean, an argument can be made, like there are things that Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta can tank, or the gods can tank or dodge, that, you know, I guess the 10th year anniversaries can't, right? But I don't really see that either. You know, I mean, we have to be at that point. It's literally just like it's either you tank or you don't. You know, it's not like, oh, he might have tanked it, or no, it's either you tank or you don't. But I can definitely see the strengths of Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. So if I had to place them, honestly, if I had to place them on let's say a tier list, or even like rank them in 5 or however many LRs there are now, I would definitely say that as far as like the best character would probably go Vegito, Gogeta, then it would probably go Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, the gods, and then we start adding in other LRs, right? We start adding in like, do I say Super Saiyan 4 Goku after that? Ooh, do I say that? No. Right? No. Yes, maybe? Honestly, I don't know. But I would rank them in that order, right? And so far, right? Vegito, Gogeta, and then the gods. Like, I would say they're definitely like top 5 material, just because of what they're able to do now. They're able to pretty much comfortably sit slot 2 and even some of the hardest fights in the game. And that's with, you know, going through battle, hard and formidable foes, that's going through all that stuff, right? Like early on, defense is really, really important in that fight. And they got it, bro. They got it. Like, that's what it is. So we have a bunch of different content nowadays that each character can show off their strengths. And I mean, even in like the, I guess you could say the festival, I guess is what it's called. I forget what it's called. The like where the super long ass fight, you know, the 2-hour long fight, that fight. Yeah. Obviously stacking characters are gonna like remain supreme there. So, or I should say even reign supreme there. But yeah, obviously we have a variety of big, huge smorgasbord of different kinds of content, you know. And hopefully Vegeta's okay here. Like I'm kind of just yapping right now, but at the same time I'm somewhat pseudo paying attention. I think that's the right use of the word pseudo. But basically, yeah, I'm kind of just yapping about like different LRs and whatever, but at the same time I'm kind of trying to pay attention to what's happening, and I'm really hoping that Vegeta doesn't get blasted. Do we? I think we could transform here, right? I don't think Devilman is the last one. I don't think he is. I'm kind of going off of just what I relatively know about the show and whatever, and I don't think Devilman is the last one. There's probably someone after him, especially with the rate his HP is going down. I don't think so. I don't think so. So thankfully, we get another turn to stack with these boys. You know how it goes. We get to stack. We get to do our thing. But yeah, they're still really, really stupid. Like, the fact that they made them this strong is amazing to me. And then this next anniversary, where, what? We're in... Dude, we're already in April. We are in April already. That's crazy. We're a fourth of the way through the year. It feels like the anniversary just ended like a week ago, in which case it didn't. You know, it's been longer than that, but it doesn't feel like it's been that long. And I always say this, but like, I'm excited for the next anniversary. But don't let it get here too quick, because I just got done doing a whole bunch of videos during the anniversary, and that was wild. I had to do way more videos than I anticipated. And hopefully they stick to just like 4 units this year, or this next coming year. I'm hoping that's what they do, versus going, oh, we're gonna do 6 units like we did last year. Like, please don't do that. Please don't do that. Not at the expense of the units, right? I'd rather have 4 super crazy units versus 6, you know, like, or like, you know, 2 crazy units, 3 maybe, and then the rest are kind of like, you know, like, half the units are good, half of them are bad. Like, no, I want like 4 bangers. I want 4 hitters. You know what I mean? Okay, this has got to be the last guy. Yeah, him. He's got to be the last guy. Look at all those debuffs that he counters. Yeah, we've got to. Okay, but you know what? I'm not sure if he's the last one, but we're gonna transfer 100%.
フュージョンするぞカカロット。
フュージョンしてっておめえの口から聞けるなんて最高だぜベジータ。
フュージョン。俺は孫悟空でもベジータでもない。俺は貴様を倒す者だ。
Nice. And then look at the battle motion though. Come here, boy. Come here.
空でもベジータでもない俺は貴様を倒すものだ
All right. Now, since I don't know if he's actually the last one, we're not going to go absolutely bananas with Super Gogeta, right? Because we could pop the active right now and just go crazy, right? We'd be dropping stupid numbers right now, like ridiculous. But we're going to keep him in slot 2, okay? So just in case, we can then go, oh, let me drop the doodoo on him, you know what I mean? Then we can do that and go from there, okay? That's why we're keeping it, because we're going to do a lot of damage this turn anyway, and then we can probably just go into Vegito next turn, pop his active, and then basically do the same thing here, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you get the idea. And look, the counter. Look at this. This is so stupid. Even if he would have ate it, he would have been fine. Because he's got guard, he's got damage reduction, and for every stack that you give him, he's going to have more and more and more defense. So he's rocking probably over 2 million defense here with guard and damage reduction for every rainbow you give him, which is stupid. Like, that's actually dumb. Like, what were they thinking with this character? I love it though. I love it. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I love that they made him stupid, but goodness gracious, guys, like, what are we doing? What are we doing over there? Whatever it is, keep doing it. Keep doing it. And then look, see, and then immediately followed up by casual 31 millions guaranteed crit, and he's gonna do like 3 or 4 of these. You know, like this is what I'm talking about. Like, this is ridiculous. It's very hard to compare the two, right? I say Gogeta, Super Gogeta is very consistent in his damage, but Vegito's not necessarily consistent, but that's all dependent upon the boss, right? If the boss is attacking a lot, you might as well just kiss that boss goodbye, because it's over, right? And see the amount of damage we did on this turn. Like, next turn we just go into Vegito and that's it. Like, that's it. And or if we did get back around to this turn, guess what? We didn't get an additional, we didn't get a rainbow. That's why we didn't get a rainbow. Okay, I was bugging. I was like, wait, what? We'll hold on to Gohan's active as well, so we'll just go into Vegeta. Why not?
右の耳につけてくれ頼むベジータ
よくぜ早くいいんだろこれで
サンキューベジータ
こいつがスーパーベジータ
Oh, that's still super flame. Love that. And then now we drop the active and we either go home and or we carry on to the next round. So we'll see, I guess. I don't know.
おたらの威力を見せてやるか 遠慮はしねえぞ
Oh, well, I guess we're done. All right, boys. Well, GG. That was stage 4 of the Dragon Ball Redzone. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you guys did, please don't forget to drop a like, comment, subscribe, do all the good stuff for me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.